another video in which we will be discussing about the ISC pattern of grammar and how to choose the time management is also important, how to choose our time wisely and efficiently. So first to jump onto any conclusion, first we have to understand that how we will build our paper. That is very important, and in which part we have to give more time, in which part we have to do less time, so that these are small technicalities which we will try to discuss through this video. So I have already made a set of things over here. Our grammar paper of ISC is generally of 3 hours. Okay, so it is a 3 hours paper, and grammar paper, it does not consist of too many questions. So there are basically 4 questions, in which first part, so in bold and capital letters it is written in the paper, when you will get the paper, that proper handwriting is needed, and it has to be how to, and again in the similar part what is written is that also we have to choose our time wisely, because many people they write essay for around 1.5 hours, then they feel shortfall for the comprehension, they are leaving precise writing, so that those things they will try to curb it. So how we will curb it, that technicalities I will tell you. Before I start, let's discuss about the paper. So here what happens, first of all, when you will get your paper, composition will be there, and 4 topics will be given, any one composition you have to write, and the basic thing is you have to elaborate it in 450 to 500 words, which is again a very I will not say difficult, but we have to manage it somehow, because many of first of all, the paper is unseen. Second of all, many of us are unable to build up so much, because nowadays everything has a short and unique and brief thing. So then that is the main part, that 450 to 500 words how we will write. So first of all, we have to choose the topic very wisely, in which you can write for up to these words. So that is also a very important thing. So 450 to 500 words is not very easy to write for students in ISC, that also in a particular stipulated time. So what we will do is, you will try to either write in whichever genre you are good, try to attempt that. It may be argumentative, it may be descriptive, it may be narrative. Try to narrate or try to attempt those things which will be, you can describe something, it will be easier for you, or the story part, that will also be a help for you. And whenever you will write a descriptive part or story part, you can give the experiences as well as you can narrate it very nicely. You can focus on many points, so in that manner it will not be monotonous also, and as well as we can reach up to this word limit also. So try to narrate a particular incident and give your point of view in it, describe it from the previous sections, like whenever you are telling about a story, try to tell from where it started. It has to be certain enthusiasm, excitement, gush of feelings from all the, when suppose to say we are nowadays very straightforward, so that again you have to frame the entire thing very nicely. Suppose to say a particular sentence is given and you have to write a story, or you have to narrate an incident in which you were a witness. There was one of the cases in which it was given, narrate a crime in which you were the witness. So you have to give certain elements of awe, like one night, start from the starting, like how you will start the narrative part or the story part. You will start like this, we were dining, build up in a very proper manner. Don't just straight dive into the topic. No, build it up in a proper manner. So what will happen is, when you build it's an art, you know. If you get irritated, you cannot build up a story. So that we have to build up from the prior hand. Just don't land up into the essay. So that you can write, and it consists of 25 marks. So at least the paper which you get in ISC, you have to write more than three papers. Like the sheet which you get, you have to, it should be near about 3 to 4 pages. Next is writing skill. Writing skill, what I was going through is, you people will get 2 writing skill. One will be a report, and the other will be, it can be either an article or a catastrophe or a review. Review also has 3 sectors: film review, book review and play review. So these play review, book review and film review, you can write it priorly before you go for your exam, and you can read it up and go. That will again help you. And next is report writing. Report writing is very more or less pretty nowadays. You people can write a report writing, so there is no problem. Just try to in report writing, what you will do is try to maintain certain things. What, first of all, the pattern should be proper. You have to write the place, then the date, then give to give colon, and then start writing. Another thing in report writing is, it should not be biased. Why I am telling you? Because report is certain information and data which you are providing it providing it to someone. It should not carry your opinions. Please be very strict into it. Only give the information which has happened. That will do your thing. And please maintain the word limit. Don't write over, don't write under also. Try to maintain the word limit. It will be good then. Then again, another writing skill from these all things will be there. It will carry 10 marks, and the entire will be 30 marks. Next is what? Next is the grammar sections. Grammar section will be carrying 20 marks. In that, transformation will be there. Then certain phrasal verbs will be there. So phrasal verbs, again you have to practice it. The more you practice, the more it will be better for you. And the last part is the comprehension part. It is a very vital part. I will tell you certain technicalities how to do this. Whenever you are appearing for the comprehension, first read the questions. Why? Because why we are reading the questions first? Because if you don't read the questions first, what will happen is, you will read it but you will not be able to figure out the answer. Why we are appearing for the comprehension? To find out the answers. So it will be better if you read the questions very minutely, properly, what has been asked from you. That is very important. Okay. So read the questions first, then read the comprehension. So you will be, and your time will not be wasted much. So that also we have to remember. So comprehension, now I'll discuss you in what time is a major factor. Because I have heard many of the students telling this, that ma'am, I was unable to manage time. So what happened is, I left the pressy writing. So today I will discuss also with you how to manage the time. Try to write composition and writing within 1.5 hours. That start practicing from now. So 1.5 hours if you write down, it has to be faster. One of the things, and another part is what, that if you have to manage this two within 1.5, so 1.5 hours will be done. And then what we have to do is, this two has to be written in 1.5 hours. Then next we will go to the comprehension part. Comprehension we will attempt first, because grammar, look, I am not telling not to attempt grammar, but try to appear grammar at the last, because that is a straightforward questions, and that is either it will be right, then it will be you will be credited marks with. Otherwise, what will happen? The entire it is wrong, then it is wrong. So don't attempt grammar at the last. So first you write composition writing within 1.5 hours, then come to the comprehension. do the comprehension, because it also will take around much time reading, and whenever you are given 15 minutes of time, read the questions and try to read the comprehension at that point of time. So you will be saving some time there. So then what will happen, when you read the comprehension again, so it will be the things will be much more clearer, and whatever you are finding in, like it is okay, you mark it with a pencil. So that will again save your time. Now attend the comprehension, that don't take it more than 1 hour, and don't take more than 1 hour. Otherwise what will happen, there will be a problem. It is better if you take less than 1 hour. Then you will get some time for grammar. Because why I am telling this, I will tell you. Grammar will take around rough cut 20 minutes. You will think what is the proper answer and all. Then we will get, accumulating all the time, we will get around 15 to 20 minutes at the last to read our whatever we have written. So that is very important. Why? Because if we are not reading what we have written, because look, composition and writing, it will be an unseen, so there will be a tendency to make errors. So that you can correct it when you are revising the paper again. So please make it a note to revise the paper whatever you have written. So at the end of the time, when you will be submitting your papers, you can correct the silly mistakes, or I'll not tell silly mistakes, when we are writing it happens. So those can be curbed. So there also, whatever marks you will lose, it will not be, it will be covered up. So this is the entire format, as well as please practice from now about the time management part. Because if you are not able to manage time, you will leave this. Because precise writing, I have heard many students to tell that I am unable to, so I left the precise writing, as because time management plays a very vital role. If we are not, we will leave precise writing. That again consists around 8 to 10 marks. So that also we have to reduce that fault in us. Okay, so this was my preparation presentation for all my ISC students, those who are trying to give their best shot, and I try to brief you up in a very constructive way, so that it will help you out. And all the very best to all the students who will appear for ISC, as well as class 10 students. Thank you very much.